the islands stop. Look at that sky color. It's like somebody used the eyedropper tool right on Earth's atmosphere. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, episode 159, where I've done a little bit of touching up over here at the Thranx Prix race, starting here on this tropical island. Gave ourselves a little bit of a portal connection, a terminus there, and also some trade terminal there. The rest of the system, we've got this neat little friend here that eats star bramble. They're just kind of hanging out with us. So I don't have a walkway up here, but this is the viewing gallery. Colored it up a little bit. It looks really nice at night. Sort of a place to like check everything out. Now I had originally put down that the race starts at 1000, only because it's meant to be a day race, and you don't necessarily want the sun in your face. For most of it, because you'll have the shadow, so it kind of worked out. But you can really do this race at any time, obviously. If you want to do this race at night, I suggest after midnight, right around 03. The sky gets particularly neat. And so let's go ahead and check out the race. We'll see what kind of time here I can hold. We'll just go over the track. And of course, I wasted my boost at the wrong time. Oh, and we're gonna have to do it in a rainstorm. I see. Okay. Heads up. There we go. So you can see we've moved the checkpoints around a little bit, and we've added some ramps and also some speed boost pads. So there's got to be a little more attention given to where everything is to really maximize your time. So this one you have to make the decision to cut left around the trees, or else you have to kind of cut through them. Well, we're doing all right. Now this is where there get to be a lot of these speed pads on the ground you got to pay attention to. Because there's another one over here, right? And then right after you cut through this checkpoint, you've got to hop to get up to this one. A little bit of a boost. Then you got to cut through these trees. Yep. There you go. Now you just got to cut back up the hill without overshooting. Hey, that was my my new best time. So there you go. So that'll be my time on the race. Does not have to start at 10. I don't know why I put that. I might leave it just for posterity. It is made to be a morning race, though. But honestly, we'll leave it for posterity. Why not? And that's our new race. That's our race all set up. We braced that up a little bit. Just sort of made it nice up here in the viewing gallery. It was colored to sort of match up with the night sky, like you're here, you know, the night before the race, checking it out. But you could do a night race. You could. I wish they let you put up lights. That's the only thing, is that if they let you put up lights along your racetrack, then you could set up really cool night races. But unfortunately, you know, you don't get to put down. You don't get your base decoration menu here with your lights. You don't get any of that once you leave the proximity of your base, so you'd have to put down a new base computer every place that you wanted lights that didn't reach, and that, yeah, there's no way, we're not doing that. Alright, let's use some of our dioxide. Now, storm clearing, just as we're about to leave. So now that puts it to where this is going to end up being... Oh, wait a second. This is the first race. So we'll have to name this planet. Okay. Well, first things first. Let's see if we can get a portal on this planet. Right? Because if we want people to be able to come here and start the race, they have to at least be able to portal to the first one. Maybe we'll do most of them on portal planets with portals, and then that way more people can participate in the race, but we are going to have some uncharted system tracks that you'll have to get over here separate from the portal network to be able to be a part of. It's just the way it goes. No, land. Don't mark the location. Okay. Let's go ahead. Research entity arcs so few. TISO new something something Corvax. Wow. Got a long way to learn. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave you be. You're not content to teach me your language. What about you? Priest entity Shavaz Mod. Excellent planetary research traveler. Something Corvax Convergence admires your work. Oh. Sure. You'll help. They teach me a word of their language. For non-intelligent. Hey, wait a second. Mathematician entity Radis. Thank you for helping me learn your language. How about you, research entity Omplim? No. I'm not doing any special missions. Yeah, wave your hand at me, that's fine. Alright, let's look at maybe selling a few things. I think we sold most of the things I wanted to sell. Let's see, I did buy some metal plating, oxygen capsules. I think that's really all the stuff I wanted there. So what I need then is to purchase something from one of these. Oh, look at that. That's kind of a cool looking fighter. A-19. A-class, but small frame. Those are neat colors on that Explorer. It's crazy. I was so satisfied with my ship for the longest time, and now I'm already starting to look at other ships like, ooh. So what we need is... I can't remember which of these it uses. And that's bad Thranxes. I should be able to remember, but... we will... I want to say it's the Convergence Cube. But we're going to find out here pretty soon, because what we're looking for is a portal. So we're going to get our exocraft here. And let's do a deep scan for... monolith. No monolith, huh? Okay, let's get a little distance. Let's move a little bit. We should be pretty far over land. We should be far enough away from the coast that we're not really catching. Because this is like, wow, look at the terrain through here. Wow, I had no idea they had this sort of terrain here on this planet. Look at this. We're gonna go straight up. And then it keeps going. Hold on. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a picture, so we're just gonna try that. It's so I can't even here. Look at the sky with these planets. Oh, you can get some really neat just like backgrounds. There's some pretty neat colors. No, the picture I'm trying to get shows like the valley with the sky. So it's got to be a little bit of both. Us and our vehicle, we're just sort of an afterthought in the background. Same with the planet a little bit. It's really made to be about that valley, right? Maybe that's what it takes. Alright, enough of that. Ugh, that's so much fun, though. Gotta smell the roses, right? You gotta take the time to smell the roses. So here we are at the very top. Let's see if we can measure a monolith here. Signal booster detects no monolith around. Okay. Let's try... Let's try bringing in our ship. As I fire at that beast. Let's try bringing in our ship, and we'll depart this area for a little bit. I mean, they're not crazy plateaus. They are pretty neat plateaus, though. On a planet that already has a low sea level, but most of the terrain is low, and then so the elevation cuts high, and then it cuts high again. It's almost like you have two plateau tiers. Almost. Alright, I'd say we're a good bit inland. But to be honest, I don't know if we're going in or out. So I think we'll just land here and we'll check here, and if there's no monolith from here, then we're just going to go to another planet. Because it might just be that the portal has to be on another planet. And if that's the case, well, that's just the way it goes. We can't control that. So... Monolith detected. 5 minutes and 43 seconds. If we hadn't already set up the racetrack on this planet, I might think we needed to spend some time driving around on the surface getting to know it. We've already doubled down on this planet because of its neat nebula in the nighttime sky and the daytime feel being sort of soft and fluffy. But really we just needed a good place to start, and I knew if I waited for the perfect planet I would drag it out too long. So here we are. Just went and grabbed the first tropical planet right by the space station to kick off our race circuit. And don't forget too, doing this, we'll get to learn some more knowledge. So what, we're going to learn the contribution of tools for the purpose of progress. Hey, look at that. Just pulled them right together. That makes sense, sure. Korvax echoes, bless technology, allow entrance. I stand next to the powerful glow of the monolith, studying ancient runes, when suddenly my multi-tool begins to heat up. I can see wisps of a strange blue energy being pulled in from the obelisk and surrounding my combat attachments. If I pull the trigger, the exhaust will automatically open, allowing the strange ethereal substance into the body of my equipment. It was a casing, not a cube. Nope, give me a portal. I would give you a Korvax casing. So, there it is. Let's enable entrance for those that would begin my race. So we're going to have to slingshot around the Earth, or around the planet a little bit in this one. The Earth, not planet Earth, but terra firma. You know, the terrain. Coordinates activated. Look at that color contrast. Oh, that's so bizarre. We already found our perfect, like, green and blue planet, so we're going to be looking for weird ones now. And this is the one our race begins on. Because our race is going to be a circuit, so we're going to do a circuit of races. And this is the beginning. This is the first one. Sometimes you'll be able to portal to the races, and sometimes you won't. Because sometimes you're going to have to travel to uncharted systems, and I don't think they do portals, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Inlons, restless sleep. We're going to go ahead and charge everything here. Hopefully it won't use up too much of everything that we have. I mean, it is what it is. We're just going to do it. There we go. Gotta spend money to make money. Traveler, capture loop enabled. Anomaly event contained. The portal seems to beg me as I approach, demanding my attention. It requires me to activate it. No. We want the address, so people can activate it to come here. There you go. I'm not even going to try to read it out because everybody uses different terminology. But you're going to get another couple of seconds of this address, and then boom, it is done. So, feel free to back it up, pause it, whatever you need to do. If you want to come to this system and do the race I've put on this system, go ahead. We're going to start setting up for the next race in this circuit, which will be in a new system besides this system. However, we still must conduct our exploration of the other planets in this system. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to a point where we'll have multiple races inside the same system. I wouldn't even be averse to saying that wouldn't be done intentionally sometimes. It just depends on which planets are available to us. So now that we have the address for this system, or for this planet, in this system, now we can go ahead and leave this planet and look at a few of the other planets in this system that we know about. Because there were a couple. We've been to this one. This is the silver radioactive planet. Yes. I do recall that one. This is the, yep, mostly red ocean freezing planet. Okay. Undiscovered planet. The charred planet. Okay, with this nebula, that's interesting. It's just a little hot, a little close to the sun. Atmosphere appears to be yellow. There's no water or liquid on the surface. That's interesting. I find that generally liquid on the surface of a hot planet doesn't make it appear to be as hot as you would think. Let's go where we know the sun is going to be beaming directly down. I find it most important to assess hot planets during the midday. Ooh, the atmosphere is, oh, a blinding yellow. Pale yellow, though. Wow. Like neon yellow. Okay, it says charred. It definitely looks a little crispy out here. Not quite like a desert, but it does look like a desert, which is what I would expect a charred planet to look like. Alright, let's slow down. Wow. And then, so that means at night the sky would go to orange and magenta. That's kind of neat. Doesn't look like we're going to find a spot to land. I think we'll just cut right over here. This looks like a good place. Alright, let's do a life form assessment. Temperature readings. Superheated gas pockets. on the surface of this planet. Okay, 74 degrees Celsius. We're definitely not in a superheated gas pocket right now, although it is hot. It appears like we have the little jumping pineapple creatures on this planet. I don't see a lot of creatures. I wouldn't expect a ton of creatures all over the surface. It says full fauna in its biosphere readings from the scanner. They're likely to live underground or in the shadows. Oh, nope, there's some popping out of the ground in a little social group. Seeks company, eats algae. We have subterranean relics confirmed on this planet. Typical sentinels. It's just a hot planet with a fiery looking sky. Alright, I'm satisfied. I don't think we're gonna take the time to drive around every single planet. This one's not speaking to me. So let's trust our instincts. But let's not leave any planet unexplored. Let's not do that. Corrosive planet. I'm not generally a fan of those. Let's cut around this planet for a second. Okay, so that we know that's the ice one. It's the ice planet. So that's really what it comes down to, right? It's the corrosive planet. No, there's two planets there. Yep. Okay. Then I guess we're gonna go see what's so special about this corrosive planet. What makes it unique besides the fact that it is on the clear other edge of the system? I'm interested. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping here. I'm so happy with this ship. So happy. We don't need the convergence cube anymore. We'll see if I can remember for next time that that is a Korvax casing. Would like to think I will, but you never know. Give that to Starship, sure. I don't see a reason to separate these things yet. We're going to need to jump soon so we can look to see for some more movement modules. Some more shield. No, we got the shield modules. I don't know if I'm going to do another life support module. I guess ideally I would to replace that, and then 3 movement here. Yep. It's probably about as good as it's going to get. So now this corrosive planet appears to be fairly red. Hold on. We're getting close to it. Let's cut on the day side of the planet a little bit so we can get a view at it, because it looks almost like it's tremendously covered in ocean. Which, that's pretty interesting for a corrosive planet. I mean, I've seen corrosive planets with oceans before. Really? Oh, it's an ocean corrosive planet? Oh, they found my activated indium. Look at that. That's a corrosive planet. Alright. Let's see what you got. Ooh, not a lot of shield power. I would divert some energy to your shields immediately. or your scanner. If you have a scanner equipped to look at my inventory, you should also look at my shield capacity and weapon system. It's the lone pirate. It's like, I'll take him down. Not today. Oh, there's another one? Oh, we just totally outran your friend. Oh, turn away! Turn away! See? It's that anti-symmetrical ship. It's because you fly in a ship that isn't symmetrically visually balanced. That's why that happened to you. It's cool, so that's where we held the race. Felt like the tropical planet was where you wanted to start your race. But what is this? I guess there's not really any large landmass. Alright, so we'll start with... Let's start with here. These clumps of green look to be rather large. We'll start here. We'll just get a feel for what the land looks like, and then we'll cut over to the ocean. Okay, it appears to be normal-looking clouds. Very thick, high-developing clouds. It's actually a tremendously thick atmosphere. We're pushing through it, though. It's hard to get a visual through the clouds yet. Hold on, we're breaking through. Oh, pull up! Wow. Look at this. This is a corrosive planet? I mean, if it wasn't for the giant mushrooms... Okay, but it does all look green and blue. Although the water is a pretty significant giveaway that something is amiss. Lots of variations on terrain in these mountains. Like, this is a small patch of land over the complete surface of the planet. And yet, in here, the mountains get so high in some places, you can't really see past them. Hold on, let's gain a little bit of altitude. Right, so here you can see we're really just a little bit of green amidst the large ocean. No, so that's a large cloud and landmass over there. Alright. I'm very interested to see what the ocean looks like. So we're going to cut over here to the far side of this landmass. We're just going to see where the islands stop. Look at that sky color. It's like somebody used the eyedropper tool right on Earth's atmosphere. If it was sunrise, you might not even notice a problem with the water, or sunset, rather. Ooh, some of these patches are already deep over here on the left. Oh, wow. Some of these spots are really deep. We're going to land here. Oh, look, and it's raining. It's some kind of acid rain. Some sort of backstory to this planet, I'm sure of it. How else do you get this blue, I'm guessing nitrogen-rich atmosphere? Caustic winds. High levels of toxicity for sure. Whoa. Whoa. It's murky for certain. Whatever chemical that's in here, yep, and it's quite corrosive. Whatever chemical is making up this ocean. And look, you just have rocks just sticking out of the ground. We need more. We need more antimatter. We need more ion batteries. Might have messed that one up a little bit. Not picking up our old one, making sure we had replacements. We can do an advanced ion battery. What am I missing for a normal ion battery? Ooh, ferrite dust. Bad form. Okay, well, I don't know how much time I really want to spend down in these oceans. Because while the islands are far apart, look at them. When they're over there, they have a high elevation. I don't really know the terrain generating algorithm that determines the depth of the water as it generates on a planet. I almost wish you had some sort of scanning capability to, like, say, hey, map me out where the deep biomes are in the water, or where the shallow areas are, or I wish I could assign a waypoint that said, hey, show me where the deepest point on the planet is. Show me where the tallest point on the planet is, right? Like, wouldn't those be features you should be able to scan and get a read back on that you would want to check out? Oh, look at that. Okay, this is right up there with pretty deep, so we're going to make a landing here. Just getting a little further away from all the big land masses that we could see. Yeah, just a couple of islands out here now. Oh, there's a creature over here. I scared it. Oh, it's okay, Hoppy Mushroom. It's okay, Hoppy Mushroom, I promise. Ugh. Oh, it's just a game. It's just a game. Why do I not just want to jump into the deep part of that water then? Okay, hold on, hold on. No, this is a neat... Okay, so my rating for this ocean biome is actually pretty high. I find the coloration of the water with the limited amount of grass and then the sharp, rocky, coral-like protrusions, I think that does really well for me. The big thing that's sort of holding me back from it is that it's very cloudy. I have to agree. I think that makes any kind of decisions based around building a base or building something that looks really cool difficult. Just because if the water's going to be that murky, then, you know, what are you going to do? You'll have a neat little underwater base, and you look out the window and you won't be able to see much. But maybe that's part of the appeal, you know, because if we spend forever looking for the clearest of waters, we might not ever find them. But then if it is truly one of those things, I mean, while it's true that the perfect planet in watercolor and opacity and everything might be out there, how much time do you spend looking for it? Look, crustaceans. How much time do you spend looking for it that you've wasted, you know? So we'll consider it. Look at this. It's like this awkward sandy bottom. Yeah, I don't, okay. I'm starting to get a little wanting to depart. No, it's neat, but again, we can't fall in love with every single planet we find. This planet, though, pretty cool for a corrosive planet. We still have to travel to a new system. I think we're still one planet short of having visited every planet in this system. Undiscovered, unknown planet. The abandoned planet. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and take a look at our discoveries. Let's see, 6 planets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and now we're heading to Or 4, the last one. Copper, rusted metal, salt. I think it's interesting how dead planets calculate sort of what colors they're going to look like. So we'll have to wait and see what the what color dominates the atmosphere of this planet, because the nebula has two very distinct shades in this system. An abandoned planet. Things must have gotten pretty bad if you're just deciding to abandon an entire planet. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but I feel like if you have to cry out, abandoned planet, things are pretty bad. That's an interesting pink hue that it looks like it's painting in the atmosphere. Let's see. We'll see what a day side and a night side look like. We'll hit both. Alright, looks like a lot of ash or soot has settled. And then, yeah, it's a very polarized sort of atmosphere through the various colors and rings. Let me just go ahead and land here on one of these. It looks like a giant piece of scrap or iron sticking out of the terrain. Hold on. Could be the remnants of a structure. So it looks like there's already started to be grass taking root hydroponically through the sand falling on this rock. I don't know how moisture could survive in this atmosphere. Wow. I think we'll have to get that picture and that picture. Look at this place. Look at this terrain. Look at the terrain on this planet. I flew in so fast, so straight down. I didn't really take time to appreciate the landscape of this planet, but look at it. Oh, and we're kind of on... Oh, that's right. We're on top of this thing. Look at this thing. I mean, we have to do a race over here. We have to. Look at this thing. It's like this weird, huge patch of earth, but it's metallic looking. It's got all these little rocks and grass formations on it. Oh my goodness. The terrain here is bananas. See, and this is the day side. That's what's weird. Look at that day-night line. Or it's just the shadow cast by this, maybe? Yeah, exactly. Devoid of flora. No fauna undetected. Maybe in the caves, but... Oh, look at that exotic! See, now you know the exotic of this system. The Triumph of the Clouds. S19 plus 6. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Colors looked to be blue. I didn't get a great... Profile looks kind of cool. Could be neat. Well, as cool as this planet is, I don't think I'm going to add a racetrack here. No, I stand by my decision. Put the racetrack on the tropical planet. This moon, or this abandoned planet rather, absolutely has some possibilities though. You could set up some pretty neat stuff on here, but that's just not in our cards. That's not what we're going to do here. Instead, we're going to be happy with the discovery of all the planets in the system. We're going to go back to the space station, learn all the language we can learn, and then we're going to warp out of here. For those of you on the Thranxian Discord, I'm sure that you know things are kind of going on right now, so for that we're probably not going to do the full hour for every episode of No Man's Sky. And that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do the language learning offline, and we're going to roll into warping the next system in the next episode. So this has been No Man's Sky, episode 159. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Be sure to come back next time as we warp to the next system and put up another race. But until then, take care.